This is Dr. Dean. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at this original site. Do you recognize this woman? It's Candace Pendleton. Her site was called 123 Easy Trade. She's changed it as a brand new one. It's called CommoditiesUniversity.com, the Wealth Accelerator. What caught my attention? In a video, she had 20 winning trades in a row. What's not to like about that? So, for today, short presentation, only a few slides, we're going to look at the following. The 50,000-foot view of the futures trade room industry. You need to know that because it impacts on you. Candy, we'll call her Candy for now, all her friends do, as she was then, as she is now. Her claims and content, deficiencies, deceptions, and my conclusions. So here we go. The big view, the arboreal view of the futures trade room industry looks just like this. I have an encyclopedic list of 2,374 rooms. Here it is. Starts with zero effort trading and ends up with Zuna. And yes, you can buy the list if you wish. Here's the kicker though. Only 8 rooms actually trade. I looked at them very carefully, examined each one, which means 2,366 do not, which means 99.74% do not trade. Therefore, the futures trade room industry is really a sales room industry. Sales room. And here's the big one. Where do those thousands upon thousands of rooms get their money from if they don't trade? Yeah, from you, the human ATM. You buy their stuff. So the futures trade room industry is really bleak and dark and dangerous. Okay, her original room. 123 Easy Trade. There's Candy sitting at her computer. Identify, execute, and match. Problem was, when I looked at that room, she did not have a track record. Candy does not trade. Candy does, and there's no performance. There's no room. There's no trading. There's no track record. I give that an F. For the university, here's Candy talking about her 40% ROI in pink, and in aqua, and in red, and in blue. Which do you prefer? Doesn't matter. I could glue any one of my trades in here and trump all of hers if the size counts, but we'll show how that occurs later on in the presentation. Now, Commodities University is not a university. It's a bogus university. It's an example of siloism, which is pretentious superficiality of knowledge, misrepresentation of credentials, and so on. But I have to say, Candy's not alone. There are quite a few that have their own universities out there. You may recognize some of them here. But Candy goes one step further. She identifies herself as a dean. Now, I am the dean. There's only room for one dean in this presentation, and it's me. Self-adulation. I don't like that either. F. She said if you have any questions to email her. So we did. Do you have a track record? One of my colleagues wrote. Ignored it. Wrote again. Do you have a track record? Ignored it. Then he wrote it like 30 times. Do you have a track record? And what she said was a high probability of spam, and she wasn't going to respond. Bravo. So no track record. So again, I think we're dealing with a situation where she does not have a trade, she does not trade, she does not have a trade room, and she does not have a track record. Seems to be all the same steps as before. I give that an F. In her presentation, she talks about various trades that look like this, one right after another. Now, identified before, this is really what we call cherry picking, and these are all in progress. You see, there's no entries or final execution. They're all in progress. I don't understand why that is, but still cherry picking. And by the way, return on investment gave way to WACC, which then gave way to IRR, which gave way to the NPV. We don't talk about ROI very much anymore. F. Here's a bunch of my slides would have 1,400, 3,200, 6,300, 1,200. Almost 12,700 altogether. Or I can post my entire presentation here, which is 9,400. Not cherry picking at all. That's all my trades, all concluded at the end of the trading day. Talks about ROI, 175%. Now, one thing I would notice that this is from September of 2021, a year and a half ago. Nothing newer? Ethically. Learn to ethically. Okay. But here's the thing. These trades are in progress. So you don't have concluded them. You don't have a finalized claim of return or timing either. And a cash cow? Where? What cash cow? What quote? What presentation? What statements? What track record? What data? I haven't seen one. Sent out an email to one of my friends, said 3 hours left to register. He knows it's 2 days old already. At the time we registered, we were taken right in. False sense of urgency. F. So in summary, as she was then, she did not trade, did not have a track record, did not have a trade room. Now, as she is now in her claims and content, she achieves high ROI in a system that is hidden on most likely an alert program, not an actual trading program. Deficiencies and deceptions are that she cherry picks the data. She has no actual trades, only those that are in progress. She has no track record, and I can't find her trade room. Conclusions? Usually with that situation I avoid. So what do we do from here? I recommend only 4 rooms out of the 2374 to actually trade. They have a detailed history. They net some reasonable amount of money. They're called Global Trade Titans. And the 3 characteristics are they must have a detailed, forthright track record. They must generate $50,000 per year or greater on a 3 contract per trade basis. They must show the trades in real time from start to finish with entries, exits, and stops. Speaks to transparency. Very few do it, as you know. I found one robot room that trades and matches Titan status called Targets Trading Pro. The data I have on that room is forward walk, paper trade, not back testing, hypothetical. It's hands-free, it's fully automated. I have 2 contract system, target 1 being the workhorse, target 2 being the racehorse. Accelerated growth bots have averaged that in the last 2 years relative with all forward walk data. Cruiser class have done pretty well. And funded bots, which Bobby has developed to help people get funded. This number of people got funded in 1 week in his room, got all their certificates in. This is Dr. Dean. Thanks for listening. Agree or disagree? Let me know your thoughts. Bye-bye.